get some wins. Or actually, you know what? The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the bloody arena. Let's see if there's anyone to pick on. Let's see if we can mess them up. This guy was my friend. Mine. This is why we're not gonna get people to play with us. Chris gave us a really good shot, and you guys murdered him 3 games in a row. You murdered him 3 games in a row. You were getting shot by a manticore, yeah? You murdered him 3 games. I'm sorry, Chris. How's your married butt doing?
I saw all the new stuff in WoW. I got a little too excited and ended up doing a trial, and I created a new character.
You did?
And his name is John C.
There was a level of excitement that I had for you playing classic WoW, and listen, you memed it up. It hurt my soul. Like, it literally hurt my heart. My heart is hurt.
And I'm like, okay, so red and yellow. And he's like, yeah, but I don't know what parts need to be red and what parts need to be yellow. And I'm like, got it.
Yep. I know exactly what he means. So I have an issue, I have that same issue where, you know, a lot of artists can look at a piece of paper and then just be like, oh, I envision the you know, egg on it, and I'm going to draw that egg that's on that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And say, wait a minute, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, chat for real. You saved that one. Man, imagine that.
I like that. As much as I want Andrew to win, we should play fair, says Neo Kenobi. And yeah, absolutely. Like, especially something like that it wasn't so much just like forgetting to use a superpower or something. Like, he scored that point, he should have it. Absolutely.
100%. It looks like Taylor is mostly healed from Ben's throttling earlier. No, spending the wing token, reroll 2 of them. Converts 1 of them,
right
so he'll be taking 2 here instead of 4.
He is still
and
dazed.
he is down. Still, I mean, that's still a lot of damage.
It's a lot of power for him to come back.
Great turn from Cassandra
Thanos'
Nova.
health goes up when he dazes, right?
It does.
He goes to like
from 8 to 10 or something like that? Or 7 to 9?
something like that, yeah. I forget exactly how much, but it's significant.
Times you will. So we still don't know where this crate is, or this chest. I think it's in the cave with more gnolls. Also, if you ever get the opportunity, make sure to get as many gnoll ears as you possibly can. They are so good alchemically. You don't need a rotten carrot.
Is it a throw medium?
It is a throw medium. Within range 3, throwing medium. Oh no!
Big oof!
Yeah! Chat knew it even before I even tried. They were like, no, you can't do that, Tim.
Oof!
You can't do that.
You could always move and then do it.
I don't want to, though.
I mean,
I will put
does she like Mountain Dew?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so. So let's cruel twist Daredevil.
What red-blooded American couldn't?
That, right?
All right, what are we doing?
A cruel twist into Daredevil.
All right, fine.
So this will be 8.
Did say that.
Right.
Fuck you, I wrote this up.
Language,
Sorry, oh my
Missy.
God.
You settle down, Danny.
I am so sorry. I muted myself. Give me
Wow.
the card. Give me the card.
Get out!
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Eat it. Eat it, you big dumb idiots. Oh. That counts as 1 drink? No, never. Nope. Not okay. That was a sip of redemption. You wanted 10? You wanted 10? I don't owe you nothing. No. No. Nope. Nope. A sip of redemption. A sip is about a half an ounce. That bottle was 16.9 ounces. That's 32. You, Mitch. Good to see you. Yes, I believe Anthony is offering pizza and beer for anyone that is helping him move stores. Ben, Ravensguard, guys, it's good to see you all. All right. And Mitch, yeah, we support you, Tim, just not in the ways you want. Accurate. That is this network as a whole. All right, Liam.
Everybody's welcome to every alcohol beverage I have in my house.
Whoa.
Is that a cheeky bottle of red?
I think it's mostly just rubbing alcohol. I think that's it. But like,
You can drink that.
But if you are putting money in the front door of the 401k and the back door Roth IRA, you're really kind of DPing it, right? Oh, he recovered. He recovered. He's going right back for him. He recovered. He's going right back for him. We're going to get him. Shit. I mean, shoot. Shoot. Shuckle my butters. Ooh, was that the flechette gun? And a bolt. Slowed out, didn't have my scanner in my butt. Well, happens to the best of us, I suppose. Let's take you out. Whoa, that was bad. Oh, whoa, whoa! Hotsy motsy. Those got real close. This free loadout is a weapon that I was not used to.
According to Greek mythology,
That was it. That was the only thing there.
according to Slavic mythology, Tim went to Baba Yaga's hut. That's bad.
All right, let's try it anyway.
According to the definition of mercenary in the Webster Dictionary for troubled doofuses, you need to learn how to read a book.
Ah, that's really good. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm going to leave you guys get to this.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah, quick shout. Governor United Methodist Church and North Governor United Methodist Church. Thank you guys for supporting me and just putting up with a nerdy preacher. It's kind of, it was a risk of taking a nerdy preacher.
Yeah.
We talk about superheroes and comics and nerd stuff, and it's kind of cool. And so I just big shout out for them. And I'm gonna pass it over.
One on to, you can head over there to beardeddragongames.online, use code PCME10 to get 10% off your order, or if you're not into codes, just be a true bub. Don't put in any code, but pre-order something, and you'll get 15% off of it for not even using a code. That's Bubberinos only for that one. Dylan.
Rev's right. We do need a bub count. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we're going to be bubbing a whole lot. This is really for him, too. But...
Mike says he's here to watch a man play with his dollies, and by God,
that's what we're
gonna give it. We're gonna give it to him.
So we thought about postponing the stream tonight to go to karaoke, but I chose you over karaoke.
Woohoo! Woo! You know, Mike, you should come to karaoke with us one night. Yeah, little old you, buddy. But I mean, let's look at what you said. Little old you. Listen, you're not old.
You're not very little either.
I didn't say that.
Not a dig.
I didn't say that.
I'm just saying, you're not little.
She thinks you're very tall.
Indeed, I do.
I got the voice of a semi-truck backfiring. Sheesh. Don't say that, buddy. This is almost enough for a Texas speech. Okay, so I was given permission by the powers that be to create a specialized, like, redeem thing.
Ooh, fancy now.
and I can adjust the costs of all those things. I was supposed to do it before this stream, but to be quite honest, I was painting too much, actually, to be quite honest. So, you know, it's kind of one of those self-defeating cycles.
And this one will go in the square hole.
I do love a good square hole meme. Anyway, so, guys, welcome to the Deezaster Zone. As always, I will be your host. Woohoo, redeem, repricing. Yeah, it's coming. So, I'll even have my own redeems in there. So, expect a lot more King of the Hill stuff. Because I'm a bit of a King of the Hill fan.
I might be like a big fan of Bobby's career choice.
Bobby, yeah, because they did actually show off some of the stuff for the new remake, or I don't know, the reimagining or whatever you want to call it. Soft reboot, I guess is sort of technically what it is. But I was gonna say we're not here to talk about that. We're gonna talk about it because it's one of the most important parts of my entire life. Kara keeps interrupting me from just watching more King of the Hill with all of her antics, like pay attention to me or stop trying to put me down the kitchen drain. Anyway, but King of the Hill watch. Actually, that's actually a pretty good idea. I don't know when it comes out. I don't think they've actually had an official date yet. They've said 2025. And I suspect it's going to be, like, early 2025. So it might only be a couple more months. Wouldn't that be sick? It's on Fox? It's either going to be on Fox. I think it's on Hulu. I think they're streaming it on Hulu. Yeah, no idea who's replacing Dale's work. Actually, there hasn't really been any word on that. Apparently, before he passed away, they did a couple episodes with him. So there is a couple episodes with Dale Gribble's voice actor, but he has since passed away. As has Luann also passed away, and Lucky also passed away, because Lucky was Tom Petty. Well, it's been a long time since there's been an episode of King of the Hill. Because that was one of the things that happened in the last episode, right? Wasn't the last episode when they got married or something like that? Was their marriage or something like that? Because I know they just had Luann's kid. Anyway, but enough of it. Let me talk about this before I get totally distracted. So, I finished another one of Mike's Little Kid Warriors. Don't know why it's so blurry. Never watched it in order. I want to say, because I remember the very last thing was Bobby and Hank cooked steaks together. And, yeah, they cooked steaks together and they were having a big party. I think it was because of the wedding? That's my child soldier. So yeah, I've got another one done. This is Blades, I think. And right here, I'm doing I'm gonna do like a little swamp, little like stagnant water thing. So I'm gonna add some like swamp algae on top of this to make it look like dirty water, like the song about Boston. So she's in Boston. What if they want it well done? We ask them politely but firmly to leave. So, that and the WD-40 one is probably the best jokes of the whole show. I love the I'm about to bust thing. That was one of my favorites. When he's going to the bathroom. I'm about to bust. Anyway, but one more model down. We'll give this to Mike, and he'll give me a high five. Maybe even a kiss. A little smooch. A little smooch on the lips.
He probably deserves it, Mike.
It's true. But I only kiss people that are good at karaoke.
So you're gonna have to prove yourself.
Yep, it's true. It's a true. Alright, so what are we gonna paint today? All three of you might be asking. Which might only be Mike. But this thing's always wrong. It's always not. It's always fibbing. It's always fibbing at me.
Stop me if you've heard this one before, but a skeleton walked into a bar, ordered a beer and a mop.
Ordered a beer and a mop. Oh. It's because he doesn't have a tummy. He doesn't have a tummy, Taylor. What are we painting today? That's a great question. So we have the little effigies for Malifaux, which are the new Weird's Halloween themed effigy replacement things, which are all based on some kind of monster mash horror trope. I really love the Mothman or Moth Kid, something like that. But what we're gonna do, Kara was great, and she did the majority of a lot of the base work. So we just got to go through here and kind of finish them up. Do little pieces of painting here and there to kind of just wrap the whole thing up, and then they'll be right as rain. So she did most of the big work, and some of it I might not even touch, just because it's good enough. Especially for what it is. But some of it actually looks pretty good. I think Kara did a great job.
That's because Dylan helped me prime it.
I did do that. And then over here, which we won't paint today, but I think would make Taylor smile, is the first of the night. So I haven't painted a Bretonnian model since Old World came out. I've been mostly rebasing them and desperately trying to get the motivation to want to paint an army again.
You're not painting that tonight because you have to pick out the colors?
Yeah, because I was going to airbrush it. And then you were like, do you want to eat dinner? And I was like, I sure do. I do want to eat dinner. But this is the first Night of the Realm that I did get ready. I did a very bad, the more I look at it, the female anatomy job. And I gave her a bit of like, I didn't want to be egregious, but I was like adding something there just to give the idea that it might be a female. And gave her a female head that I had sitting around for just such an occasion, because I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. And this will be a Night of the Realm. Brush the air. Brush the air. Make the air yours. And at the same time as I'm painting this model, I will be painting a certain amount of peasants at the same time. So in this case, it's going to be 2. So I have this little like formula in my head where a Knight of the Realm is going to be 2 peasants. A champion will be 1 more than the unit or whatever. A woman Knight of the Realm. What are we going? What are we going to get next? A woman president? There will be a woman king of Bretonnia before too long. How does that make sense? You mean dark pink?
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna laugh at my joke, but she didn't. She didn't think it was funny. So you know what? I'm just gonna pout for the rest of the night. There's a Mario tune here. Anyway, King. Back in my day, women got queen, and they were they were happy about it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna paint a peasant. Most of the heraldry is probably gonna be free-handed. So what I'm gonna do is paint the peasants at the same time. Obviously, they're not gonna be quite as colorful as the knights. They're gonna be mostly browns and blacks and grays and stuff because they're dirty, poor people. But the shields themselves will have the same heraldry, which I think is gonna make a really motley collection of peasants that are running around as a unit. I'm kind of hoping it looks cool. I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna look. Every fiber of my being says don't do it because as far as army painting goes, it doesn't work well, but I think the cohesiveness of having them all painted like dirty peasants is probably good enough. Because the knights look good when they're all like different, but that might just be because that's what you expect. And if anybody from GW says that the entire army, all the knights are wearing the same heraldries, you should just punch them in the face because that's not how life works. I'm painting the Daemonettes, and oh boy, are they turning out real bad. I thought they were, I don't know, they sound fine. Because you're like doing different colored hair with them and stuff, right? And you even had your daughters paint some of them? I think I'm caught up on Bess. I think I have half of an episode left, but I was on Bess yesterday because Taylor was at a wedding, I think. But anyway, I thought it was a cool idea. Really gonna spruce up some stuff. And I'll probably be doing some conversions on each night. The army will probably never actually be finished painting because each night is going to take literally forever. But yeah, I'll paint it. I just can't go to events that require painting, and they can suck it. What does GW know about Warhammer? They didn't even make dwarf boar goat riders. Yeah, I don't know. Is there actually any evidence of that in the Warhammer lore? Yeah, I was performing a wedding. It was super awesome. You were what, the entire thing?
Like, you married them, you said, "The power vested in me, I pronounce you."
I now pronounce you Steve and Gerald. Because that's how you say their names. Anyway, I think we're gonna do Frog Boy first. Actually, to be quite honest, I'm not entirely sure what we could do different on this. I mean, maybe do the eyes. Yo, this these chiptunes are kind of banging. I'm an ordained minister, if y'all know anyone that needs to get married. Yeah, I said the words. No lore evidence for it besides that, the fact that you want it. Well, GW, I don't think has ever been in the business of giving anybody anything they've ever wanted, so I don't think there's much good chances in hell for that, for you, bud. They are good at that. That's true. Yeah, I guess the only thing we're really gonna spot touch is maybe the red on the shirt. I think the yellow, maybe spot touch the yellow a little bit. But we definitely gotta do the eye. The eye's gotta be fixed. So we're gonna do yellow. Yeller.
You guys hear that? He said I did a shit job on the eyes.
No, I said that, everything you did I don't appreciate, and I think you should never be allowed in my house again.
Wow. Wow. After that lovely dinner that I made you.
You've married people? Who have you been married to, Mike? Aren't you always saying that you're alone or whatever? Isn't that like one of your big shticks? See? Mike even says that he heard me say that. Uh-oh. I hear a chunk. Everybody see chunk? You a big meatball?
Yes, Roofy Moodang.
They got baths today. Shaved. Couple walkies. They did get a lot of Tritos. Chunk got brushed. We all do bad with the eyes. Don't let Dylan lie to you.
What do you think of that?
Just switching everything up.
Just their clothes.
I think it works. I think it works. Taylor, what are you even doing here? Aren't you supposed to be like smothering your kids in bed or whatever it is you do? When you say you're reading them a book. I just don't want you to miss it. I am alone. I married others together. Sure you are, Mike. Sure. Look at your big chunky booty.
Well, Mike, if you have that power, technically, you can just walk up to the hottest girl you know and
That's
be like,
true.
we're married.
That is true. Hey, oh, baby.
Hey, I married us. You can move in tomorrow.
I like my sandwiches shaken, not stirred.
Please have a gin martini. That's it for when I get home every day.
And it better not be warm. Because nobody wants a warm beer. A warm gin martini. Nobody wants a warm gin martini. I can only marry others, not myself. It's the downside of the power. Is that actually a real thing?
That does seem logical.
I mean, it makes sense.
You have to have, like, witnesses and
I mean, if you run up and do it to some random lady, I mean, I'll say I saw it. Hey, like, yo, babe, I saw what happened. Now you're married to Mike. Also, the words don't matter, only the license. Oh. Depends on who you ask, Mike. If you're doing it for Jeebus, I think a lot of people think that's very important. And by the way, you're not Mike, you're Taylor. Did you wear like an Elvis outfit?
I mean, we are really getting to all the important questions here tonight.
Government don't care unless there's a contract. That's probably for the best, in all honesty. The government requires some kind of proof that two people are stupid enough to get married. Like, you really want to do this with this guy over here? Alright, whatever you say, lady.
We're holding you to it now.
By the powers vested in us in the government.
So I think his hair is gonna get like low lights, but that'd be
Sure. Makes sense.
He's looking so beachy.
So, if you guys want these prizes, you gotta come to the Malifaux event Saturday, November 2nd. It is this upcoming Saturday, right? Mike will not be there because he does not like to attend things that people put on at his closest store.
Wow.
Because he hates us. Yeah, I've always had I keep having conversations with him and he keeps refusing to come.
You're the only guy I let drive people.
That's true, actually. He abandoned us. Carol will be there. Correct. Hey, when the next tournament that's after November 18th. PAX is a tournament, yes. It's in December. Are you sure he didn't coerce? Yeah, yeah, they asked Elizabeth 3 times. I was like, okay, the inflection on that last one was a bit much, thank you. Are you sure he didn't coerce you? I mean, how much did you have to pay her, Taylor? Yeah, I think the next tournament I can think of after that is probably PAX, yeah, and then Everwinter is December. Oh, it's not. It's January. Why are you even asking, Mike? You're not going to come to any. You're not even going to come to any of them that isn't. That isn't Everwinter. Unless you want to go to PAX, and then we should get a room.
Yeah. I don't like PAX.
Yeah, Chunk. Chunk, why are you doing this? Why are you here? You know we do this 2 times every week. Why are you being a butt? Do you want to be on the camera? Do we want a big chunky boy on the camera? Where do you think you're going? Get your big fluffy butt over here. Look at what you did.
Look at what you did.
Look at what you did, Chunk. You knocked down my favorite greens. Where's my bright yellow green, Chunk? Is this what you wanted? Did you want to be a big meatball? Kara's destroying things. No more V cube. No more V cubes. There is another one. I think I don't know the actual date of the next oh god, my brain. Infinity tournaments. There is one at Squabbling Goblin coming up, I think it is after N5. I still stand by the headcanon that the government is paying her to be with me so I don't go complete ape poop and start issues. What kind of issues would you even start, Taylor? Would you not chloroforming for the kiddos? Be right back. Okay, see you when you get back. My work dries up after the 18th, so I can take time off work without feeling bad. Look at it. Look at that schnuffer. Look at that schnuffer. Do you see that schnuffer, Kara? You're on the camera. You're on the camera, Chunk. Well done. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted, Chunk? Do you want to go outside, Chunk? Oh, is that right? Look at that schnauzer. Yeah, he does have quite a schnauzer, doesn't he? Oh, you seem, I don't know, he seemed pretty content. Don't look at that Chunk. Chunk, people come for painting, they don't come for doggos. That right, Chunk? Oh. There you go, buddy. Okay. Lies! Okay, so we touched up the yellow a tiny bit. Now we're going to take an old micron pen and we're going to draw some reptile eyes. We actually need a bit of a thicker one. So, Mike, what have you been up to, bud? How was your trip? Other than that, continuing to see, I won't ever be able to retire. What, the trip was hella tiring, or your work is? Other than that, continuing to see, I won't ever be able to retire. You won't, oh, I see, I get what you're saying. You won't ever be able to retire. Why is that? I mean, you're probably not even topped out on your, how much you make. I mean, you're definitely not going to be able to retire if you don't get on that compounding interest, man. I told you. You just want to sit on my lap. Mike says he's never going to be able to retire.
None of us are, Mike. That's why we're all gonna have to be golden girls living in a house together.
I'm doing all that. It's just insane. Well, Mike, you know. All you gotta do is work really hard and then die. Then we're gonna touch up the skin a little bit. Just give it a little dark green love. It's the American dream, that's true. I mean, when you retire, it's always a good idea to go someplace that's like obviously less cost of living, you know. That's why people mostly go to Florida. But I think Florida's going to be underwater by the time we're ready to retire.
I think North Carolina might be the next best place for us.
Or
That's how it's looking.
West Virginia.
Really?
Because then we can sing the song.
I don't think that's a good reason.
Why not?
That's not a good reason.
Those eyes look better. Look at that.
And I did shit on that eye.
No, it just looks better with pupils. Plus no SS. No, I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. Why is there not going to be Social Security? Huh? What does that mean? We all pay into it.
We don't pay enough for us to be able to live off of it. We pay enough for the people who are living off of it right now. But if everybody keeps not having kids, we might be okay.
That's true. Yeah, there's actually been a huge reduction in the amount of Americans that are having kids. So if everybody could just kind of get on the same page, Ernie. Stop having kids. We will have Social Security. It'll just be 70 to 80 of what it is now. Stop having kids, Ernie. Elon told. Well, Elon's a moron. Most of the year's debt is towards Social Security. I'll take my chances in West Virginia with Mothman. Wait a minute. Look, Mike, he's right here. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you, Mike. Ah! Mike, get out of the way! Some of these songs are kind of banging. What do you think of this one, Kara? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good, right? Kara's a big fan of it. Oh, that was Lindsay. I thought that was Mike. Yeah, Mike and Lindsay have the exact same color, and it's throwing me off. I should turn it down a little bit, though. Big fan of this, though. Let's add that to the playlist. Baby! West Virginia! Hi, Lindsay. These are from Malifaux. Yes, Miss Lindsay. These are the Halloween... I forget what the technical word is. Let me check. They are called the Rotten Harvest Guys and Ghouls, which are the little effigy models. So everybody can technically use these. So they are useful in all 50 states of the United States. They don't even check your license. Oh, you did? Oh, that's right. I think you did say you were getting that. Stop. Most of this year, blah, blah, blah. Also, hi, Ernie. Ernie, sorry that you look like me. Lindsay is much more of an attractive lady than you are, Mike. It's true. That's what everybody says. That's how she manages to keep keep Tim around. With her mad painting skills. And the fact that she's probably the real brains behind the operation. Just touching up the skin a little bit. Again, we are not going to do like award-winning work on these, but I think a lot of people would actually appreciate just having a fairly well-painted model that they don't have to paint. This is why I can't get a date. I'm competing with people way more attractive than me. Just to hopefully paint and play eventually. Oh, you want to play Malifaux, Lindsay? I tried to get Tim a cheaper box because he said he was somewhat interested in Castor, but I don't trust it. I don't trust Tim. He's got that face you just can't trust, you know. Wow, Kara, please, language. No, it's water effect. She's in the combat zone. It's like a broken sewer pipe. And she found a, why does it smell like pee?
Looks foamy. Did somebody make some pea gelatin to save water?
Lindsay, do you know anyone who might be trying to conserve water by using gelatin? You know anybody that might be doing that? You're the only one I can think of that might know anything about that.
That's not true. I feel like Dan, Taylor, everybody knows somebody.
You're a Halloween effigy. Jeff, you better take that back. I swear to Sonya. I'm gonna sick Sonya crid right on you. Truth. I slogged through a ton of Shatterpoint terrain today. Lindsay, you're the real hero of the network. I did finish Bounty Hunter Leia. I did actually finish that. So one more model done. There's only a little bit more Shatterpoint I gotta paint before I'm free. And it's these
And I'm changing his phone number and his email address so Jesse can't find him.
Yeah, Jesse won't be able to ever ask again. These are, it's just the Ewok teams. I've already done all the heroes and everything after they're done. That's it. No more Shatterpoint.
Show off your Leia?
No, it's over there.
I don't think the Bounty Hunter one was the one I liked. I liked the Endor.
I think I showed that one off.
Yeah, the Endor,
I think the Endor one is better,
the
but...
ammo was really well done.
Thanks. Yeah, Lindsay, what do you think? Actually, if you have any questions about Malifaux, Jeff is here. He's the one you'd want to ask.
True that.
The Penny Dreadfuls are really good. The Malifaux RPG lore is beyond top notch. It is so good. You got the free one from the Very Important Gamer thing from Adepticon, didn't you? Because it actually shocked me when I found the one in mine. I was like, oh wait, I forgot I had this. What? Have you listened to Big House Little City, which is the live play for the Malifaux RPG that's on Arachne? Yeah, I'll get to it in a second. I got two different. I hated those. I need to work on Tisdale stuff. Yeah, the Ewok. I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to it. Could totally see that's something my dad would have done. The horror. Need to work on Tisdale stuff next to you. I hated those. I got two different ones. Oh, two different of the Penny Dreadfuls. They're really good. The lore is super good. Weird does have a RP, or well, it's not an RPG, but it's like them reading the lore. It's a podcast called what is it? Behind the Breach? No, it's not Behind the Breach. Beyond the Breach, I think might be what it's called. Yeah, Breachside Broadcast. Some of them are a little rough, but there are a couple that are bangers. The Teddy ones are usually top-notch. Those are some of my favorites. Well, do you actually want to play the game, Lindsay? Or are you just like the lore? Eventually. I'll have to check it out. I love lore. Yeah, the Breachside broadcast more often than not is it's pretty okay, at least.
And when it's not your fault.
Yeah, I find that the ones that are hard to listen to, they're just kind of hard to listen to. Alright, is there anything else on this model that you guys think I should touch up before I say it's done and goes to the basing department? Maybe once I get a different job and have time to play something. That's fair. Are you actually in are you actually looking for a new job? Is there anything that you guys think I should touch up on this before I say it's done? I'll do a little highlight on that parp. A little bit of that parp. Yes. Go work for the Cairo. That literally is right next to Tim. That way you can go over there and bother him all the time. Yes, Queen. Did you make his overalls purple? Is that what color this is? Purple? Purple? I think it's purple.
Yeah. It's not that purple.
That's fine. I'll just kind of give a little highlight here and there.
But yeah, it's a dark purple. Like if you put light stripes on it, it looks like that.
Definitely not gonna do that. I'm not an amazing painter like Jeff, okay? I can't do that kind of stuff.
Sure. Or Rylan. Rylan's a real good painter.
Rylan's a very good painter.
Rylan's the one who should be streaming.
Did you hear that, Rylan? You want a job? Almost walked out the other day, and starting next week, I'm doing another person's job as well as the two I'm already doing. So, Jeff, yeah, girl, get out of there right now, because it ain't gonna get better if that's the case. Nah, I don't want to deal too awful much with people. Paint me like one of Jeff's models. I don't know. Being a CA isn't that bad. Most chiropractic patients are pretty relaxed. I mean, obviously you can't say that about 100% of them, but as somebody who deals with them quite often, they're a different kind of breed of person. Alright, Mike. Anything on this model need to be touched up on, or is it done? You're the moderator, so you get to be the final judge. Because we got to get through 8 of these guys, which we can do some tomorrow too. But after that, gotta be done. Looks good. Purple highlight was needed. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad I did it. It gave it just a little bit more depth. Sweet. Alright. Very good. I will do a little wash on the sign. The sign actually says Innsmouth, which is like a Lovecraft reference, which I think is just the coolest thing. Alright, let's do the mummy. I think the mummy is the one that requires a lot of work, just because I actually want to redo all the bandages. I think Kara's work on this thing is good, but I got to do the skin, and I got to do the bandages on this. So we are going to go with kind of like a dead-looking skin. So we're going to go with a purple.
Did you like his mummy rag?
Did I like it? No, I said I was going to redo this whole thing. I told you that last time, and you said you agreed. It's been more than 16 seconds, so your entire opinion could have changed, as it does a lot.
I didn't really like it, so I'm glad you're redoing it.
I need a little black.
This one I did really like, and I don't want to hear you do that because I think it looks cool. Cool AF.
Language.
AF was my answer.
So we're going to mix a little black in with that purple, make it real dark. And we're just going to cover all the skin bits with this real dark purple.
Why are you doing it like that?
Like what?
With dark purple.
Because it makes it look like kind of dead. And we don't really want the skin to look purple per se, but the darkness of it gives it, yeah, like a good undertone of not looking too good. And his hands are sticking out.
Wow, Mike, I needed the purple highlights to make my models.
Looks good, the purple highlights. Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you think about it now?
Yeah, that does look good. It's kind of fun how, like, you know, I put some colors on and you put some details on and it looks badass.
Yep. That's why I was thinking you should have done it. Mike is the only, I think out of all of us, he probably has the most painted armies, so he's the one that gets to pick what's finished or not.
That's fair, Mike.
And integrity as a mod, to be truthful. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it, buddy. His little toesy is sticking out.
He looks like he's having a hard time getting around.
He's really...
Him and that kid with the headstone. Really like they're having a hard time getting around.
The old Zomboni.
Everybody else looks like, well, maybe that girl in the well, she might be struggling too. She might just be struggling to see.
Yeah.
That may be her only issue. She could possibly be really fast if somebody gave her a breath.
So then I think we're gonna highlight it with some blue-black. All these paints have been Monument hobbies so far. Actually, I guess except for a little bit of Rhinoxide, which I use for the base. So I guess technically that was a fib. But 99% of everything I've used has been Monument hobbies. And blue-black, I think, will make a pretty good highlight on this purple. Because it'll make him look like he's got dead skin, but then there's like an undertone of some mummification, which makes his skin look really, really old. And for this one, I think we're gonna highlight it up to a white. Ooh, that's sleepy, Bubby. So we took a nap today, and Bubby crawled underneath the covers and rammed himself right into my back. And that was where he wanted to be.
It's where he usually likes to be.
He usually likes to be on my left side. He likes to be between the two of us, because I guess he feels safe there.
He doesn't like living snuggle.
Yeah, it's weird. He wants to be in the middle of you, but he doesn't want to be touched. It's a very weird relationship we have with Bobby. This is a pretty good banger in the car. How do I know that? F in the chat if you don't believe Kara. So what are you guys working on? Like, Mike, what are you working on? You just got back from a vacation. You should be painting. You're working on yourself? Good for you, bud. It is a lifelong project. That's true. I get that. Did you see what Mike was working on?
No. What'd you say?
Himself.
Good one?
He says it's a lifelong project.
I grew up in the church, and that reminds me of a little song we used to sing in Sunday school about God's still working on me. He's not still working on me, but I'm still working on me. Boy, Dylan's really jamming out, you guys.
This is chiptune apparently.
Chiptune?
Yeah, that's what I said.
What does that mean?
It's like old Mario.
Oh, I got you.
Listen to this. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna save that one. Octopus versus Pentagon.
That's what it's called?
Classic. Classic song.
I mean, I'm always thinking about octopus fighting the Pentagon.
Don't get me started on organized religion, yuck.
Amen. Be a painter instead.
Hey Mike, I'm getting you started on it, go. I was just about to start repainting this entire model, and then I realized, let me just do this the much easier way, and just kind of half butt it. I said not. Well, I didn't listen to you. Get started. Go. What's the deal with airline food? Oh, this is actually hair. That's not even bandages.
I hate it when I do that.
Well, realize that you're still with me.
I could have just gone home with Mike that night after bowling for soup.
That's true. What would you guys be doing?
Probably the same damn thing. Because that's what he's doing, right? He's over at his house painting.
I doubt Mike's painting.
Think he's getting something.
I don't. No. I don't think so. It's all corrupt at this point. Religion fails when they allow people to gain power. Mike, you are correct.
That usually people collecting the offering should be collecting the offering. Sadly.
They should be taking that offering and throwing it in the river. For God. Throw it in the river. I'd type more, but I'm preoccupied playing a game. He's playing a game, Kara. I ain't painting here. I don't have a place to paint at my parents' house. Mike, what are you doing? You told me you had like $500,000 ready to buy a house. Why have you not bought a house? Did you? What happened with that house that you were looking at before your vacation?
Do you need me to help you buy a house, Mike? I can help you, like, pull the trigger if you just, you know, need a girl's opinion.
No, he found this this little tiny mansion that was only like $400,000. And I looked at that and I was like, I don't know if that looks legal. There's something wrong with this. I don't have $500,000. Well, how much do you have then, Mike? Huh? Is it 3.99? I was going to see it the day I came back. That's still a lot of money, Mike. You can definitely get a down payment with that. That's true, Keebler. The thing is, Keebler, I saw the second half of your message out of the corner of my eye, and I'm almost tempted to just not read it. Because I know where you're going. I know where you're going with it, Keebler. I know where this is going. And I feel like neither one of us are going to like the destination. But I like you, so I guess I'll read it. So here we go. $500,000 can buy plenty of this high-quality, easy-to-break-down MDF Infinity terrain. Keebler, why don't you just throw it away?
For the same reason I won't throw yours away. We bought way too much, but I save it because one day I hope that we will have a basement big enough for all of the things that we own in the game.
We just gotta have a roommate like Mike.
Love of the game.
It's true.
We really do need to adopt like one more adult to be able to afford a house in Boston.
Well, we can't adopt Mike because he's my dad. So he would have to adopt you, I think. I think we could still do it. I think the order of operations has to be altered a little bit. He is Papa Bear.
I don't think he needs to adopt me. I think he just needs to bless our union.
I don't know about that. It is literally, it's true, Keebler, it is literally calling out to me. I don't remember the last time I bought terrain. It's been a while since I bought terrain.
We print most of it, right?
Not really. We don't really print much in the way of terrain. I print like little things here and there to finish off a table, but...
But even like that terrain that we just got from Alamo is printed.
Yes. No, that was Swan. And that was in exchange for me doing him a favor.
What kind of favor?
I touched his Bojangles.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And then I gave him access to all of Mike's illegal gambling money.
Man.
Sorry, Mike. I bless. I bless this. So we're just as confused as me when Gil said models don't have to lie flat on the stairs. That feels wrong. That changes the distance between models. Yeah, I'm with you there, bud. I'm sorry, Infinity and MCP do share that in common. That the rules for stairs don't technically make sense.
I have flight.
And now we give it a big old brown wash. My illegal gambling money, no, that was going towards more sick bets. Mike, it's for your own good, buddy. I'm trying to help you. I don't want all that money to get to your head, you know? Something funny, Kara? You giggling over there?
Yeah, giggling at you, like...
Giggling at what?
You telling Mike how to live his life.
I'm just trying to protect my dad from crime.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like your fusion Mexican Canadian, okay?
She's got me there. She's got me there.
He thinks there's something wrong with you.
Let's bet on whether or not Dr. D takes your Infinity terrain. I mean, that's not a very good bet, Keebler. I don't have money for terrain. I don't have space for terrain.
Heard. Although if somebody wants to come over to our house and just take some terrain, I have
do that.
lots to give.
Don't come to my house to do that. You will get nothing. Or you better hope I'm not here. Depends on which side of the bed. Depends on which side of the bed I'm on. That's true, actually. It is all a matter of perspective. You're not wrong. Help me by investing my in gambling. Gambling! Hooray! Casinos basically give away free money. You got like a 90% odds to win, I think, at casinos. That's true. I think you might be undercutting it some, too. Depends on which side. It's called creating need. If I take your terrain, you'll need to buy Infinity terrain. That's fair. Kara created a problem that I didn't want. What do you mean, what? You just gave away all my terrain.
No, I said I have some terrain to give away, and I will show you what it is if you want to come over. Because, like, we have some things. I bought multiple things twice of that wood terrain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we have 2 of those lawyer things, and we have, like, 2 cinnamons.
Give him the belt. Are you gonna give me the belt, Carol?
No.
She's not gonna do it, Keebler. What do you gotta say about that, bucko? If that is your real name. Because if it is, it's a weird name. It's not your terrain, Mike. It's my terrain. She did say that, but the problem is she did not. She didn't put all the paperwork in triplicate.
Is that so, Ross?
So she messed up yet again. Corporate America, you know. Turns out Bucko is not my real name. It's not. It's not even my fake name.
You can. It's gotta be time for Whip It Out.
Bucko. Bucko.
Gotta be time for Whip It Out.
My full name is Keebler the Sooner Slayer Bucko. You slayed Sooner? Oh my gosh! Did you free the guy in his basement?
Look at Bubby, look at straight in.
He's like, I know what this is.
What are you doing, Bubby? You flirting? You flirting with the camera?
We will do a whip it out once I am done with this model. All I gotta do is the hair. The sooner the better. That's pretty good, Mike. Good, actually, good job, buddy. That's pretty funny. His hair's sticking out.
Good for him. 'Cause he ain't got much else going on for him.
I'm surprised they didn't have a vampire. Comes out, he's like, bleed, I want to suck your blood. Bleed. I'm gonna get ya. Haha. Bleed. I'm a sexy vampire. I don't got much else going on for me as well, Kara. Jeez. I don't really remember much either, but I guarantee you said something silly. Keebler, I would love to see you defeat Sooner. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Okay, we just gotta wait for that to dry. And then we can finish this guy.
Whip it out!
I will start getting Whip It Out ready. So if you're looking to do some Whip It Out, make sure you're in the server. The server! The one I'm about to link. And if you get in there, you can put a model in it and we'll talk about it. Because that is how you whip it out. Whip it out. Whip it out. We're gonna whip it out. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. She doesn't like to be seen in public with me.
It's not true. What did I actually say?
She said she was excited for the stream.
I said I would rather stream than go to karaoke.
Isn't that what I just said? She wanted to see you guys.
I did, and I wanted to meet that guy.
Hi, Walmar.
Hey!
So you don't remember anybody's name. Do you remember who Wilmar is?
Senior Diablo.
It's true.
And Mike is Soup, because we went bowling for Soup with Mike.
It's true.
And Rylan is Rylan.
That's a much easier one to do, yes.
PCN Mom is Lindsay.
Yep.
Streamlabs is the bot.
Who is PCN Daddy Legs? That's Tim. It is.
And X-Pax. This is X-Paxis.
Who is that?
Mike, you're not a bot. X-Paxis is the X-Pax guy.
I guess that's true. I suppose that's true, yeah. Alright, Mike, you're the final say on this. Is Mr. Mummy good enough? So if anybody complains about these as prize support, I'm going to be like, listen, I wanted to do more, and Mike said I couldn't do it because of legal obligations. What is this model? This is the Intrepid Emissary... I'm sorry, Intrepid Effigy Mummy, which is from the Weird's new Halloween box, which are all the little trick-or-treating kids. I'm also a bot. Happy. Oh, by the way, Wilmar, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Wilmar!
Yep, it's your birthday yet again. Are you on your way home from the shop, Wilmar? Or are you just looking at your phone at your house? Alright, Mike, I need to know, is this good enough? Is it done? I think this was quite the glow up. This one I think looks a lot better. I don't think, just got home eating dinner. Yeah, you do you, boo. You do it. You do it, girl.
Girl power.
I don't think contrasts do well with white or this like bone color. I don't think it does a very good job. So we're gonna keep staring at it until Mike gives me an answer. What do you think about that? Yeah, is it done? Don't give me an yes. Strip it and start over. Don't give me an Give me a yes or a no. What needs to be improved? You think so? You think so. That is... We have people who are going to get this as a prize. How many bits to start over? 6,000. Because you know what? Do you know what? Smart guy? I have another one right here. So in your face. Pay me 6,000 and I'll paint it. Next stream. Turn it slowly. Let's make it 12K and you strip the current one live and start over. How would I even strip it? Yeah, it looks passable as prize support. What? Alright, fine. I see how it is, Mike. I see how it is. Alright, let's do a whip it out. Whip it out. We're probably going to do the Ghostbuster one last, because that one's probably going to take the longest. So we're going to do a Ghost Girl next. Alright, so we're doing whip it out. Kara puts these things in my way so that I'll show them off. So
He's a beach demon!
he is a beach demon.
Show off the shading on his wings.
So she did shade the wings. She's not much of a shader. She's always throwing shade, but she doesn't shade models. It's good. Ask the crowd next time we got real good painters in the crowd. That's true, actually. We do. But yeah, this is the mature Nephilim. This is the N2 one. Or I say N2. Second edition one. Only Infinity's N whatever. He's a large, chunky boy. He's gonna give you the nomin. There you go. That's what Kara's been working on. Just gotta wait for her to do the base.
Haven't found anything to paint from yet. Billions of Silver Surfer models in this house I can't paint.
I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh well, that's funny anyway.
Alright, so Mural Mage. It's weird that it didn't shrink those. Anyway. Oh, they really pushed the base sizes on them models. They sure do. They definitely did back then, that's for sure. For some of them. Sweet Neff. Oh, look at that. Jeff said your Neff looked sweet.
Thank you.
Alright, so Mural Mage was in a hotel somewhere in the middle of Wisconsin. and he was building MCP models. So this is some X-Men. This looks like the... I don't know which... These are not all from the same box. These are all X-Men characters, but the boxes on this don't make sense. But this is Beast. This is Professor X. We got Shadow King. We got Nightcrawler, and we got Mystique and Bishop.
And are you sure you're okay? Because that telephone looks like you might be in danger.
Oh, he's in Wisconsin. That's probably the most expensive piece of tech in all of Wisconsin. Wisconsin. And then we got the usual Wilmar Super Glow up here.
Woohoo!
Look at this thing.
That is some nice looking stuff.
This is, I believe, a model called... I was trying to think of something funny. I failed. It's Loki. This is the new Loki. The leader Loki. Looks pretty good. I love the green. He was rushing to get things done for a affiliation battle, which was this weekend, Wilmar? Was it today? It might have been today. It's either today or next week. I'm pretty sure it was this weekend though. Where I can only assume he won because Asgard's sick. Yeah, it was for today. How did you do, bud? He was playing Asgard, obviously. We've been seeing his Asgard stuff here for a little while.
I went 2-1 and came in third. Good job. Very nice.
Good job, Wilmar. That's pretty good. Who won? Do you even know how to get to third? There's first, there's second, and then can you believe it or not, third is right after second. I couldn't believe it. I get third every once in a while. Alright, so we're doing Legul Lady. I think I might keep the kimono as is. I am going to sharpen up the bow a little bit. Can you bring me the cards? The what? The cards. They're over there by the area where we eat. The area where we eat. Ernie, I remember this was sort of a question we were asking, but the 10 Thunders one, I think it might be this one. Yeah, this is the 10 Thunders one. So this is the 10 Thunders effigy. It's the pint-sized poltergeist. Second game was against Jay. Which Jay? Actual Jay, not Jay. Jay Prime, right? He was playing. What did he go with? Did he go with Hydra? I remember he was trying to make a decision. Yeah, J Prime, and he did play Hydra. Yeah, good for him. It's after you cop a feel as third base. That's true. That is true, Mike. That is absolutely true. Well, who did you lost to Jay then? There's no way. Although Jay is like preternaturally lucky. I think it's because he stores up all of his goodwill. Lost first round to Web Warriors. Jay actually got a work call in the middle of our game. That stinks. UIT people never get like a break, do you? Are you guys just not allowed to have days off? What do you say, Web Warriors? Was it Hassan? What color is your skin? Kind of like a spooky ghoul color. Ooh, spooky. Let's do a jade. Like a spooky jade color.
Wow.
You know, I had to volleyball spike that to show who's boss. Where'd it go, Bubby? Maybe we won't paint it that. That would require me to know where the heck that paint pot went. Why is there so much Muppet blood on the floor? Alright, well, I guess we're not using that color. Ugh. So let's do dark shade up to like a green. Yeah, he plays a very solid Web Warriors. He was running circles around me. He does a good job at ignoring Thor, so he doesn't get any power. Yep, that's very Web Warriors, that's for sure. Oh, a nice Jade. Time to start with some Scrag Brown. You read my mind. You read my mind. Scrag Brown. Just no. Scrag Brown wouldn't even hit the floor. It would just kind of float. Such is the power of the Scrag. I mean, one of the first things I say when I walk into a room is like, "Hey, you guys scragging in here?" Because if they are, I need to leave. Because you should never get in between a man and his Scrag Brown, you know. I do. Whoa! Disgusting. I'm scragging away! Overall, it's a good time. New Loki did tons of work for me. I really love New Loki. He's such a well-designed model.
I think that Loki down there in that doggy camp doing tons of work for everybody tonight. He's looking so pretty.
Yeah, that Loki down there, right below me. He's like a 2 threat.
He might be a 3 Fred. You got some 3 Fred.
Leaving at 7.
Leaving from the office at 7. Your last patient's at 6:30.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yeah.
So I'll have dinner ready, and then we can probably be off by 8.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up later. I will be a little late tomorrow. The other doc is on vacation again. So I am going to be working tomorrow, and by the time I get home, I think I can get on usually at like 7:30 or 8. I gotta run. Have a good night, everybody. Goodbye, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. Thanks for joining.
Be back in a bit. Gotta take out the trash. How come there's no Scrag Brown at the prize table? That should be one of the prizes. One of my half-used Scrag Brown bottles. I'll make it happen.
Refilled from skid marks.
Whoa, Kara, please. We're trying.
I didn't make the color Scrag Brown.
We're trying to get sponsored by Disney. Guys, we had a sponsorship lined up, and I think Kara just thinks she just threw it in the trash. As a Disney rep, I am pulling out. No! No, Mike, don't do it, please. Mike! I'll call Bob Igor. Please. Please, sir. Please give giant piles of money. Please. And just so Mike doesn't get left out, Mike, he's the CEO of Disney right now. But as a Disney rep, you must have known that, right? You knew that, right? I already knew that. I had dinner with his wife and kids recently. Oh, wow. That's really cool, man. That's really cool, Mike. Well done. How dare First of all, how dare you? Mike, I just can't assume that you know who the CEOs of companies are. The last time I assumed that, I got burned real bad. Now the fire department will no longer come to my house. Okay, spooky skin. Sharpened up the kimono thing just a little bit. We should do a little bit for this rock. So we'll do a little dry brushing. That's Kara's dry brush. I know Kara's touched the paint because I can't find it. Gray blue. Yeah.
You meant gray blue?
No.
You meant white blue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, there's only like 3 bottles on this table.
Those aren't opened yet. Oh, that one's on the floor now. Kara's destroying my office. Please help. Please send help. Also, like, he is a very public-facing CEO, talks to the press all the time. Yeah, it's true, but I mean, who listens to stuff where the CEOs are just like coming out and talking? Is that something that happens a lot, Mike? Huh?
Don't let him gaslight you, Mike. I listen to this stuff too. I know when D23 is.
I don't know what D23 is.
You just go live in your little fantasy world where Disney's not important.
It isn't important. Does Disney World help make Toy Story movies? Then they're dead to me. It's because they poisoned the water hole, Kara. Oh, that's funny?
You know, you're probably right.
Poisoning the water hole's funny? I live with a monster. Sharpening up the rocks. Giving the rocks some texture. Giving it some texture.
If this finishes printing,
They don't own the good ones.
if this finishes
What do I get out of it? I get that?
Yeah. Wanted a board, didn't you?
I do.
Well, there you go.
I guess she's got me there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this bright yellow-green, and we're going to make like a mossy effect. So what you do is you put some of that brush on, you put the paint on your brush there, and you just kind of poke it into the cracks. Nice and watered down, and it actually makes moss. And you can do this with all kinds of greens. Especially when you do it near the bottom. You could even not even do it in the cracks on the bottom. If you do it down there, it'll just kind of make it look like the grass is working its way up. Because she's coming out of a spooky well. Spoopy. You just want to make sure it looks random. Because Lycan does what it pleases. It doesn't follow the rules of the government. And we're going to do a little bit of the regular green too, just to have like a little darker moss. And I will be more than likely gluing some extra basing stuff on this one, just to give it some of that extra razzmatazz. Imagine if I took the time to correct my spelling mistakes from typing fast. I mean, I can't. I can't imagine that, Mike. I just imagined it. You did it. Great job. Great success. Alright, so we're gonna paint some black. Oop, what do we got? New follower! Thank you for the follow, Agrigor. I really appreciate that, sir. Well done. What brings you to this part of town? And if you're a lurker, it's okay to be a lurker too. I see you two are a thumb palette man. Yeah, brother, let me tell you something. When I go to work the next day, and I bathe fairly regularly. When I go to work some mornings, they're like, "What happened to your hand?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. Don't ask, okay?" I think all great painters probably put more paint on their thumb. That's what I'm saying. It does not come off because it's on there real thick. Thick. Yep, fairly regularly once a month. Yeah, once a month is pretty. I think it's regular. I said regularly. I didn't say frequently. I can't afford all that water. I mean, come on. Twitch doesn't pay that well. Jeez. Yeah, every time anybody gives me bits, I celebrate by taking a bath. So that I'm not as itchy. But in all honesty, I think the next thing I buy for the stream will be a better camera. I will be getting a DSLR. Well, Mr. Agregor, if you're painting on your thumb all the time, what are you painting? Yeah, for sure not on a painter's salary. You're absolutely right. My goodness. Welcome, Agregor. We are painting some hobo level models for prize support for an event I am running this upcoming weekend. So we're mostly just here, you know, making fun of me. As you do. But after these guys are done, whether that is tomorrow or next week, we will return to Infinity as we paint up the new JSA stuff. Hey Mike, have you seen the new Beetlejuice stuff? Nope. I'm assuming you've seen the old one, right? Yeah, I've seen the old movie and the cartoon. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a cartoon. I never actually watched the cartoon. I've definitely seen some like pictures of it though. I've seen worse. Just put it that way. It didn't look that bad. Do not cat piss me. Okay? Do not piss me. Mike. Psst, psst, psst. Oop, somebody sent me a message. Mike, you're playing with fire. You are playing with fire, sir. If you keep this up, if you ever come to one of my events, you're automatically getting last place, no matter how well you do. Oh, phew, no consequences then. Alright, Mike. What's the verdict? Oh, I gotta paint the candy in the bucket. Mr. Bucket, you're the one. Mr. Bucket. Man, we've got some real bangers today. We're going real bright. Ugh. I would use the, you know, fluorescent blue, but if I had one. And this is where I'd put my trophy. If I had one. Man, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Don't listen to Kara. Sleepy lad. I'm not even sleepy, that's the thing. I am never bored of painting, Mike. That can't happen. Alright, sir, how's that? You know what? I'll spruce up this orange a little bit. With this new orange I got called Nova Orange. Which I won't use because it's not bright enough. So I'm going to use regular orange. Did I see the guy who electroplated his models? No. What is electroplated? Is that something the kids are doing these days? Google it? Mike. Yeah, she's right. Apply metal to the models.
Moin, and let's get straight to the point. In this video, I'll explain how I electroform 3D printed miniatures, means how I apply a lot of metal to the resin. They look great and are also quite heavy, but this is no piece of cake because in my experience the smaller the trickier. But that shouldn't stop us, right? Next. Let me show you a fantastic little device here. A copper line between two
This is interesting.
that you are on the right. 5.9 grams. That's almost 50% more mass, and you can...
So essentially you can print out a metal model. Huh. That's kind of cool. It does look cool, there's no doubt. Alright, Mike. Done check. Don't doubt me on something that's cool for models. That's fair. Model looks good. I call it complete. Alright, sweet. Done. 3 down. 5 to go. Let's do the wizard. I'm a wizard! Alright, so this one, we gotta paint the eyeballs on the demon things. We got a little Punisher skull on his bucket, and we gotta paint all the little stuff on his wizard robe thing. We gotta paint his skin. So skin you gotta do first. It's like we're doing speed painting. Sign the bases for the prize support. I don't know if people want that. I'll sign it at the event if they want me to. I got something I can sign it with right here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Fryman? I'll tell you what you want. I'm the mod of the people. I'll tell you what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I wanna, Shiga said, ah. Mike, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. What is too easy? Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Mr. Bucket, you're the one. I'm a wizard! Who's your friends? Who are my friends? That's a good question. We were watching a Markiplier play a game earlier. And in the game, he was supposed to kill somebody who had no friends. So I figured he was going to bust down my door. And come and find me. He did not. He did not. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Okay, if Markiplier showed up at our apartment, do you remember how excited I was to meet Jeff? I'd faint if Markiplier showed up.
But you didn't even know who he was until after I started watching him.
But I knew who he was by the time I met him.
I've been watching him for a while now, but...
I knew who he was by the time I met him.
I don't think you knew anything.
I knew who he was. I watched him and went, oh my god, I know you.
She's a liar. He'd walk in and you'd have to be like, "Oh, hi, Mark." Who's my friends? Hi, Tubert. Tubert's my friend. Hi, Tubert. Nope, not yet. I used to watch Markiplier, Tobuscus, and Yogscast back in the day. Dude, I watched a lot of Yogscast. I still watch Sips. But Yogscast is officially over, right? You tear me apart, Lisa. But all the old YouTube like organizations have all kind of died. Like Rooster Teeth is gone. Or maybe not Rooster Teeth. The Let's Play channel is gone. I don't think Rooster Teeth's gonna last much longer. They can't get anything out that isn't mired in controversy in some way or another. Yogscast is still a thing. They mostly play weird games. Yeah, they do play a lot of weird games. You tear me apart, Lisa. I thought, well, I guess certain people just aren't in it anymore. Like, I know Shin got kicked out. Hannah and Lewis broke up, I think, right? And, yeah, yeah, you're not wrong there. Hannah left because they broke up. Is it Lewis and Simon are still? I know Lewis is still the one in charge of it. Is Simon there? Yeah, dude, Shin and Sips were always the best. Oh man, they were so good. Yep, Sips and Shin, I think for a while there were probably one of the big pulls for Yogscast. But Sips is still in it, but he's probably one of their least active people because he's mostly doing his own thing now. I actually still go watch Sips. Occasionally. He does a lot of Twitch. He does a lot of Twitch stuff. And he's still an idiot. He also plays a lot of just really weird games. He plays like farming simulators and stuff. Like not like Harvest Moon, but like, you know, like the German simulator games. But I do love Sips. I always find his Sims game playthrough is always pretty funny. Yeah, Shin got kicked out because he was... I don't know the full story, so if I say this, it might not be right, but I think it had something to do with, like, a minor or something. Apparently, it's not, like, totally proven or something. There's something to do with, like, talking to, like, a lady or a girl or something. I don't know all the details. I don't remember. I think I looked it up, and there wasn't really, like, a concise answer. Dang, Minecraft. Yeah, it seems to keep happening to the Minecraft people. Because I know Ryan Haywood in the Let's Play Rooster Teeth thing, that's what happened to him. Like, I think he was, like, meeting girls at cons and stuff. That wasn't great. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I think he got kicked out. I just don't know. I don't know if all the details had ever come fully out. But obviously he didn't go to jail or anything, so. So I'm sure it's one of those weird, not great situations for anybody. But I think Shin... I think he's trying to do solo. I think he's doing solo stuff. Yeah, I do agree. I think if you're a YouTuber for Minecraft, I think you just have to be especially careful. Because you're just, you know, you're just in that field where, like, if you're not in a good place, you can make a really big mistake. Not saying it's excusable, but there was a study a while ago that people who consistently spend time with people of a different age group tend to get attracted to them based on some percent of the population or whatever. It was a long time ago I read. I wouldn't doubt it for a second. Because I think a lot of it has to do with it's probably just like familiarity. And I think a lot of it has to do with you know, like they're celebrities to a lot of these people. So like if they are playing kids games, not to say Minecraft's necessarily a kid's game, but it definitely attracts like a younger crowd. I would imagine on average, right? It's probably 30 and below. 30, I think, would probably be the top end of it. But, like, I'm sure those are just the kinds of people that just watch that stuff more often. And, you know, to them, they're like, you know, they're celebrities. So I think a lot of it is, them getting... they just like the attention. I don't know if they like the attention's the right way to put it. But they're probably like, oh, wow, you know, I'm a star. I'm a hero to this kid. Or a person. It doesn't have to necessarily be a kid, but... I agree, though. I don't think... It's not excusable in the slightest, but... It is definitely something, that has happened. That's why everything I do is for geriatric people. Yeah, Minecraft used to be a more PG-13 kind of game. Now 5-year-olds play. Yeah, bro, I've seen it. It's crazy. And I think that's... I think Minecraft, or not Minecraft, Microsoft getting their hands on it probably helped a lot in that regard. I also played it back in the late beta, before it was released, technically. Yeah, that's one of those examples of like a game that never leaves beta, you know? Out of curiosity, have you ever drunk from the forbidden paint water cup? I am actually beyond lucky, and I've never done that.
And no amount of bits will make him do it.
And until Kara goes to bed, no amount of bits is ever gonna make me drink from that cup. Okay? I want to stress that when Kara is awake, there is no way that I would ever drink from that cup for bits. Until Kara falls asleep, for 1,000 bits, I will not drink from that cup. Okay? Kara, I'm not drinking from the cup. What's the problem?
Can you, like, at least charge more if you're gonna do this shit?
I just told everybody I wasn't gonna do it for 1,000 bits.
Yeah, you're totally advertising.
Women. I never listen. Then she never listens to me. The funny thing is that after a day of painting, I looked at the bottom of a cup. It was just gray sludge. Yeah, bro. I mean, thankfully, that used to be my cup. Kara actually has really helped me out in that regard because she does wash them, or she empties them now.
Regularly, sometimes twice a day.
I don't know about that, but she definitely does it before every stream.
Every stream.
Unless she's not here, in which case then she's really fallen asleep on the job.
That's because I'm doing other things. Getting my Florida on it.
She's getting crunk. Hey, yo, this crunk. I'm here to tell you that Professor Ghost Anus is a liar. What? What? Hey, Mike. Do you think this model's big enough? He got little stars! Yay! Old pickle jar is my old pickle jar is my go-to. Well, that's good. Dude, speaking of which, picklebacks. I finally when we went to LVO 2 years ago now, I guess, which is wild to think. I tried picklebacks. I was like, yo, this stuff's legit. I love pickle juice.
Did you see the neighbor's car in our space?
No.
They did actually text me and say, hey, we're going to use your space for 2 weeks. You can use ours.
Sweet.
Like, thank you for the heads up. Didn't do it last year.
Kara's always trying to pick fights with the neighbors. Pickleback would be an awesome parody Nickelback band name. That's true. That's a good idea.
Explain to them how you didn't understand that Green song until today.
No. There you go. And that's how you stop having a fight with your girlfriend. Tubert?
It's just Tubert.
Yeah, Tubert. Tubert's a well-known PCNer.
Hey, I don't know Tubert.
Tubert, are you a big subby? You got to try Kool-Aid pickles. Oh gosh.
I have a jar of pickle juice in the back
I
of the
don't know.
refrigerator in case we get some whiskey soon. But it's not really like on my shopping list.
Literally the first I've heard of this. Are you a big subby, Tubert? I feel like I hear your name a lot for the PCN stuff. Or are you a cake sitter? I don't remember which one.
Tubert, he dreams about your subs.
Tubert. Tubert. Well, I've listened to a lot of PCN stuff. Goes without saying, you know. Because Tubert, you're more of like you're like an MCP guy. Because I met a lot of the PCN people at MCP events, obviously. PCN at MCP.
I used to be a sub, but with my health issues it's hard to consistently work and not get fired or let go.
That's fair.
Also, is it Kara with a C or Kara with a K? Also, if she leave you, tell her I know the 11 herbs and spices and can cook wink.
Alright, so Kara. So he says he used to be subbed, but with my health issues it's hard to consistently work and not get fired or let go. Also, is it Kara with a C or Kara with a K?
It's Kara with a K, and it's definitely Kara, not Kara. And if you hang around enough, X-Paxis will totally gift you a sub.
That's true. Or yeah, X-Paxis probably will. Also, if she leaves you, tell her I know the 11 herbs and spices and can cook wink. So there you go. You got a backup.
Okay. I'm gonna need to see some pics.
Of your herb collection. Can I help you?
I'm just watching.
You just lurking?
Making sure you don't mess up my good little wizard there.
He's a wizard.
So Dr. D,
Yeah.
not a total fan of my choice for here. I wanted to make this antler looking dude look like the king in yellow, so I painted him bone.
If it was the king in yellow, it would be yellow, not bone. He is a Kentucky boy, he says. So I guess that means.
Oh, a Kentucky boy.
So
Kara needs a mic. No, Kara does not need a mic. We've done that before, and that does not work out. Kara's loud. Kara comes through Dr. D's mic just fine.
Yeah, you'll hear like 2 or 3 times. I do like the King in Yellow story. I think King in Yellow is a fantastic story, but that is not the King in Yellow. If she said yellow, I just said yeah, yes.
No, he's like, it's like minimalistic yellow, like faint, like a hint, like you have to be in the know to get it. If he was yellow, it'd be gross. you look up the weird picture, he's like teal, and that's what Dr. D wanted. Teal is also a good choice. But I like my artistic choice. Dr. D's gaslighting me. King in Yellow is not written by Lovecraft.
It is not.
It is not.
It was written by the D named one. I always forget his name. Dalforth. What's that?
Writer of King of the Hill.
Oh, that was Robert Chambers. Who was the other guy? He was the guy that took over after Lovecraft died.
I saw something recently
I doubt it.
that said, who was the writer that was at that pond that we went to, Walden?
Thoreau.
Thoreau wasn't actually out there just living off the earth. He went to
Yeah,
the
he wasn't,
bar
yeah.
every night, and he had a laundry lady who lived with him. A laundry lady who lived with him.
I'm not gonna look that much, but yeah, there's a lot of people that wrote after he passed away. Still are technically. The ones that ends. I do like the King in Yellow. King in Yellow, not written by Lovecraft. The one that inspired Lovecraft and was considered the first Lovecraftian story from which I read. Oh, you read for King in Yellow is your very first one? That's a pretty good one to start on. I generally read Tolkien, Howard, and Warhammer stuff, and don't get me started on Martin or Roberts. HP and Howard wrote a lot of letters to each other. Yeah, they were. There was some spicy stuff going on between those two. Well, and that's also why a lot of Lovecraft stuff appears in Conan stories, or at least they do in the comics, at least. So that's why Yig. I think Robert was the actual person that made up Yig, the serpent one, the serpent god. Lovecraft letters, some would say. Lovecraft letters. You're funny, Mike. Don't let anybody tell you different. "100% Conan and Lovecraft." Oh yeah, 100%. There's tons of overlap between the two. They were definitely fans of each other. They were also both, generally speaking, kind of bad people. But you know, Lovecraft. I think there's gonna be some debate on like how much of it was like really his fault, just because he had a really bad upbringing. Again, doesn't totally excuse some of the things he did, but I'm always willing to give him a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, just because his aunts really messed him up.
There is a healthy separation between loving the art and
Yeah, and loving the artist, yeah, for sure, very much so. Yeah, but again, I don't totally excuse him. He did a lot of really bad stuff. Lol. I went to his grave. I have a picture of me on Lovecraft's grave, since it's in Rhode Island. And the Necronomicon, the convention, is held in Providence every 2 years. We did not go this year, so it actually was last month. I think the Lovecraft convention was either last month or the month before. Yeah, and we didn't go the second time. Oh, because it got canceled because of COVID, And then they just did it a couple months ago. Yeah, there wasn't really much going on, so we decided not to go. And it was also a weekend that I was doing something or another. You've probably seen it. It's worth going once. It's fun. It's mostly just like people talking about things that inspired them. Lots of talking. The only thing about Howard I can remember was his use of racial language, but to be frank, Mark Twain used colorful language too. He sure did. But it's important to read things as it was in its time and not find anger in what was a common saying or trope of the time. I completely agree with you. Unfortunately, not everybody agrees with that. Because we're holding people to today's standards, which I think is weirdly not understanding. I think in a lot of ways it's like if I were to go back in time to like Roman times, you'd be like, you ride a horse to work? What are you, an idiot? Why don't you just take a car? You stupid idiot. And then they're going to say something in Latin. And I'll be like, I don't know what you're saying, you big dumb idiot. Why don't you speak English? You stupid. So I guess Tim Burton and Johnny Depp are good friends then. Yeah. I know he's in like a ton of his movies. Almost all of them, yeah. It's like Wes Anderson and Bill Murray. How he's in always all of his movies. By the way, huge Wes Anderson fan. Love his movies. They're so deliciously awkward. I love them. Speaking of, like, artists. Where's Wilmar? I miss Wilmar. It's like the director of the Underworld movies and his wife is the main actress. It's the director. I actually don't know who that is. Did the director of Underworld actually get any other work? Because those movies were like... They were okay at best. The first one was definitely the best one, and the ones after that were like legit not good. You know, I bet I know where Wilmar is. He's probably out celebrating his birthday. He went out to take the trash out, and then he went out to celebrate his birthday. Beep. We're going to have a disagreement here. I can't stand Wes Anderson. It's still Bohemian, if you know what I mean. No, I agree with you. That's why I love it. It's because of how bad it is. Like the artiness of it. Like I don't care. I just love how awkward the angles of the shots are, and just how weird the people are. I just love it. I guess I like it for the novelty more than anything. But I will never say they're like movie of the year type movies. They are not that good. I hope he's having a happy birthday. I do too. He deserves a good birthday. After he has to deal with me all the time. Underworld had potential. It just got big and attracted crappy writers. That is for sure. I mean, who knows where some of these certain franchises would be, you know, if they just had better writers. I don't know. I guess I get like an Alien 3 kind of vibe from what's going on with Underworld, if that makes sense. You know, where there's just like they're trying to do too much. I'm just here building models. Hi, Wilmar.
Welcome back.
Are you having a good birthday? Yeah, last few birthdays he was stuck watching. Last few birthdays he was stuck watching you. Sheesh. I've been doing a lot of building, because we got a great deal on some Malifaux stuff where we got a ton of it for 50% off. And I have built the Tull starter box for Malifaux. I have built the Rocketeers and stuff. Which they're already sitting here primed. Look at this. Look at me, I'm a rocket boy. Whee! I'm so fast, I'm moving checks. So I finished that box. I quote unquote built the models. I got the hex bows. I got them on bases and stuff. I started building the red library stuff. So I'll probably paint some of this on the stream, but this is the paper tiger. So the red library stuff is stuff in Malifaux where it's a bunch of like stories that come to life from the books they read. And I built a calligrapher. These models are a nightmare on Earth. I hate them. Building them was awful. Oh, wish me luck tomorrow in the next few weeks. I'm cutting my calories to 1,500 and no eating while the sun is out. Oh, you're fasting? Make sure you drink a lot of water.
That sounds like a religious practice.
It could also be a religious practice. Although the fact that he's mentioning calories makes me think it's not religious. Because they just can't eat because they're not supposed to. But if it is a religious thing, happy birthday.
Whatever your reasons, I'm sure you have a good reason, and I'm sure it's to help you get more healthy. In whatever way that means, so good luck. No pop! Just health-wise. Good luck, my friend.
Yeah, good luck. As a doctor, I approve. I have a long weekend coming. Where I have Friday to Monday off, and I think I might try and not drink coffee the entire weekend. That's going to be tough, because I drink a lot of coffee.
Hope you guys can send some thoughts and prayers to me. THOTS, please. Thoughts and prayers.
So I might have to go to bed on time.
Wow. What would that be like, Dr. D?
I feel like I've been pretty good about it lately.
When I asked you to wake up at 9, I expected you to come to bed at 1, not 3.
At 3? I didn't go to bed at 3. It was like 2. And actually, ironically enough, I meant to go to bed at 1. And I started building a model. And I thought to myself, oh, I have 15 minutes. And for some reason, when I looked at the clock, for some reason my brain was like, oh, it's not 1 yet. But I was counting it until 2. So I sat here and built the model for an entire hour. Totally gonna go to bed at 1, and then I messed myself up because I'm stupid.
I almost came down and got you and said, baby, you need 8 hours of sleep.
But I wasn't tired.
Well, that's why I didn't come down.
Well, I mean, it's not like I wasn't top of form today.
You were awesome. I have no complaint.
Kara's complaining.
None.
What do you want from me?
Can we get a new Prius?
No. Any other dumb questions?
Mike wants you to stay up with him forever.
Forever? Oh, Mike, I can't. Dad, I can't do that. I have to actually go to work, unlike you. I can't just leech off the government.
Why is your stuff so big over there? Is that why? On that screen over there, why is it so big?
It's just because of the different aspect ratios. So if I bring it over here. The night is for the strong, sun is for the weak. I'm definitely a night owl, but with the way my job is, I don't think a night Cairo would make much sense. I don't think I'd be very successful.
Although you did get like 10 people to show up for that webinar in the middle of the night.
Was it 8 o'clock? It's not that late.
Later than people in Boston would have wanted to get in their car.
That's the sound Kara makes. You shut up. No. You first.
I love you.
Got him. I love me too. Alright, what color should the eyes be on this thing?
Green.
No. Yeah, green's probably a good choice, actually. Because he's got 4 eyes that Kara painted all different colors for some god-forsaken reason. Blue. Blue eyes? Okay. We can do that.
Blue is good too.
The night is for the torment forever. Forever.
Well, because the other ones are hand eyes and those are head eyes. Hand eyes can be blue and head eyes can be red.
Yeah, can we get a ruling on that?
I mean, Thor has 2 different colored eyes.
Yeah, but one of them's not for his feet. Your argument doesn't hold much ground here.
You're totally right. I'll shut up now.
And Chunk does have 2 different colored eyes. That's true. Which, if you were here earlier, you saw Chunk sitting on my lap. He was all gussied up for the stream. He took a shower and stuff today. He was like, I'm here. Everybody adore me. Now he's sleeping on a pillow.
He is. Very calmed out. No shit's given. 0 fucks.
Language.
10!
Mm-hmm.
Children should be sleeping. It's a school night.
Good night, folks. Send those digits, Kara. Jeez.
Woo!
Man. He's coming on strong. You can have her.
No, you can't. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, she's very nested into this house.
I like the clutter.
She likes my clutter. I love you too, Tuber. Have a nice night, buddy. Only calico cats can do that, and they can only be women, which is a sin on the internet. Hey, man. We're not going to make this political. Listen, I love women. That's why I pay them $20. Boom. I'm having trouble deciding, so I'll ask one of my favorite people. Wilmar. Which guild master should I play my first 10 games with? I think you can actually pick any of them, as long as it's not Hoffman. Because I hate Hoffman, because he's a whiny punk. But you pay. It's not a guild master, idiot. But you pay your male employees $28. Listen, the best statistic I ever heard was if women make 70% of what every male makes, it's not fair that they get 70 cents on the dollar and the male only gets 30 cents. That's not fair. What do I have in guild? I think I have all of it. Well, all the masters anyway. Let's check. Let's take a look. Boom, boom, boom. I do have Hoffman. I don't really want to play him. I do have Lucius. I don't have all the new cards. But I have pretty much his entire keyword, actually. Other than Agent 47 or whatever his name is. I got Dita. I have Bass. I'd probably prefer not to play. I don't have Barker. Oh god, Nelly. I could do Nelly. Lady J, I have Sonya. And I do have Tull now. I have Grimwell too, actually. He's not a master though. Can I help you? Are you one of the 9 masters for guild? Yet again, you let me down. You let me down yet again. I see that. Well. Yeah. I can't do that though. I can't play Nelly. Lady J is very straightforward. Don't need 10 games with her. You do when you don't know the keyword anymore. Dude, I played her when the entire Marshal keyword was the Death Marshal and the Judge, and that was it. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot to it. I think Jury had come out right around the time I was leaving originally. Like Domidors and stuff didn't exist. Kara's asking if there's another Whip It Out. Currently there is not. So if you want to do a Whip It Out before Kara goes to sleep, put something in there. I bet you that in 4 games you get her keyword, it's not a yeah, I mean clearly. It's like quintessential guild. See the thing over there, run over and hit it so hard that it dies.
That also sounds like Nekoma.
It sort of does sound like Nekoma, yes. Yes.
That's why he has these beautiful beach colors.
Sure. Alright, so we're doing blue eyes, huh? Blue eyes, huh? And then after that, I think this little laddie's done. I'll touch up the black on this Mr. Bucket, just a tiny bit. I did.
I love how he's like, God, this badass monster that he has summoned, but he's like, push up I'm over here a wizard, and I summoned a fucking monster.
I'm a wizard. Stop cussing. How many Bass games have you played so far? Ooh, good question. I think I played like 4. It is definitely a master I need to go back and revisit. I was having some troubles with that keyword. That keyword is tricky. Tricky will be the word I use. I feel like I need the. I think I need the clipper. I think to make that keyword kind of sing. I feel like there's something else in that keyword I don't have. Yeah, but that might be a fun one to try and figure out. You just don't want me to play Dita. I get it. No, I mean, I get it. You're scared. She's gonna be yelling at you in some language you can't understand. And you're gonna be a scared little boy. She's gonna be like, "Eh, muchacho, mucho duele." Yeah, I can't help you, Bobby. I'm sorry. I'll give you scratches. No, you don't want those scratches. You don't want those scratches. Sometimes when I'm sitting there in that bathroom, he'll do it like he'll be laying on his back and he'll put his head up and just stare at me while I'm going to the bathroom. Yeah, it's pretty adorable. Stop it, Ron. Alright, time for the classic. Here it is, Walmart. It's your favorites. Patalo Blue. Potato Blue. Hey, look, no whips. Even Tubert. Are you scared? Are you really scared? Huh? No. Mike, what do you have to be scared of? You're a lawyer. What would a crazed Mexican young woman with a pistol do against you? I know you're scared of women in general, but lawyer with a success rate of 5% in court. I don't know. I think the guild courts are a little skewed. Yeah, a little bit. In success level. Also, they're orphanages. Blah, blah. Are you going to be playing Malifaux with us this Wednesday, Mr. Mike? I don't know. I think it's at Ernie's. Okay, just drive to Ernie's. It's not that far. It's like 20 minutes away. No. What do you mean, no? Also, I'm almost done with all your kids, Mike. Because what? It's the shredder, and then the robots, right? That's all that's left. It's just this kid. This is the last kid, right? What do you mean you can't? It's not a good excuse. Just do it anyway. Well, you say kids plural. Is there another kid or is it just the shredder? Because if I have enough time tomorrow after I'm done with these, maybe I just finish that one. Because I don't think the robots are going to take very long. I might actually just airbrush those. And then, like, paint some doodles on them. One of them will be like a little, like some kind of dragon or something. The other one will be like a bunny. My grandfather is in a nursing home because Alzheimer's gotten worse. That my grandmother can't take care of him, so I'm helping out Wednesday with my grandmother. That's a wonderful reason. All right, well, that's a very good reason. Well, hopefully you still get out and do stuff on your own though, because if that's all you're doing all day, let me just tell you, it really takes it out of you. Make sure you keep, you keep some time for you. All right. Finish check. How's it looking, Mikey? Mikey. I will, but yeah, I'm the only one free on Wednesday to help since she is super. Yeah, dude, 100%. Looks good with the blue eyes. Yeah, I agree. I think the blue eyes helped. Yeah, 100%, dude. Help your grandma out for sure. I'm just saying, I know people who become the sole caretaker for a lot of these, like people in these situations, and they burn out really fast. Over there. I won't remember a thing. Alright, we gotta redo the bag. It's the Mothman! Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that, bud. Well, if that's your day, man, you do what you gotta do. Or just bring her. Be like, hey, yo, Graham, you wanna play some Malifaux? Do you think I should do anything to switch this one up, Mike? I don't really think I don't think touching the feathers is worth it. I think I might just leave it. Redo the bag and maybe make the eyes look a little more fancy, but other than that, I think this one I don't think I'm gonna do much. Can't have my grandmother think I'm a loser. I mean, she knows I play with plastic dolls, but to think I am not even winning those games, that would be a tough Thanksgiving. Yeah, I agree. I think this one came out pretty okay. So yeah, I'll fix the bag, do the eyes, and I'd say this one's actually not too bad. Not too shabby. I won't remember a thing. Take a drink tomorrow. I'll be hungover. Yeah, I was lucky because when I was going through Cairo school, my grandma started going downhill, and I lived with her, and so thankfully my dad didn't work, so he was actually able to watch her most of the time, and my uncle, he also didn't work because they were both on disability at the time. So I was lucky that when my grandma did start going downhill, she was able to like essentially get all the attention she needed from her kids, ironically enough. Which I thought I was really happy that happened. And when she started going downhill, she went downhill real fast, and she kind of, you know, she passed away real fast. Which, in a weird way, I think we were all happy. Because she clearly wasn't happy, I guess, you know. She'd put herself in a lot of debt, so she couldn't really do much. And when Grandpa passed away, I think she just I think she'd already checked out. Which the ironic thing is I don't even think she was really happy married. But I think that's just kind of all she knew, you know? My grandmother has been taking care of my grandfather for 6 years. It's tough since she did the same thing for my great-grandmother for a long time as well. You see, that stinks. But, you know, does she enjoy it? You know, is she the kind of person that just likes taking care of people? Because some people just really like doing it. You know, I'm sure she gets tired of it. But if she's just the kind of person that likes to take care of people, then, you know, it might just be something that she likes to do. If that makes sense. Yeah, she is there for the one she loves. It drains her, but what other option was there for her? Yeah, that which is unfortunate, right? Yeah, life's complicated. What can you do? There's really no good answer. You know? Make a drink for tomorrow. I will remember things. Crime. Yeah, that's. I mean, I've heard the same. You might be able to afford a house then. What would you even do, Mike? What would you rob? Boom. Check it out. Check it out. Ugh, okay, so we're gonna give it a second to dry. Elon Musk. That would be a good person to rob. I don't think anybody would really be mad at you for that one. I think I will let that dry real quick. I will glaze over it, and then I'll sharpen up the eye hole. All this Mothman wants is some candy. I'm pretty sure. I think Mothman is Neverborn. Look at that. The Moth Munchkin. Look at that eye. Look at them eyes. He's like, hey, you got some candy? All right, let's do a little glazing just to make that eye not quite as brash. All right, Mike. Finish check. It has been completed. Boom. One more down. We are over the hump. So the Ghostbuster one is going to be the most complicated, so this will be the last one we do, which we're going to end at 11 probably. So this one might be reserved for tomorrow, and then we paint some other stuff after this one. Because this one, I'm going to do some like glow effects on the imp, and we got to do the skin. And I just want to sharpen up some of the colors on that one. I think the headless. I think this one will probably also be left for tomorrow. There's a lot going on with this one. Actually, in all honesty, though, we might not really have to sharpen much. I think we just sharpen up some of the yellow spots and, I don't know, maybe sharpen up that pumpkin. The pumpkin. I'll tell everybody that you painted these for the contest, Mike. Oh, are you still going to the Mordheim Mondays? I painted nothing. Don't give people false impressions of me. Well, you paint stuff for Nick. I got to do more of that for him tomorrow, which, by the way, I played against them last Tuesday, and I thought your stuff looked great. Thunks. Yeah, I might finish your shredder tomorrow if these guys don't take that long. So after that, we'll finish up your little robots and bam! Look at that, wham bam! Thank you, man. They're done. That's a good feeling. And I will thank you again for helping me when I was in a spot of financial trouble. Which I think I have been able to collect myself. All the cars are currently working and, you know, they stay that way, hopefully. No prob, I still owe you $220. Yes. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to make sure I put that towards the new car fund. New car slash buying the business fund. See, it's all about investing, Mike. Alright, do I have like a bright shade? An anxious person always repaints stats. What are you anxious about, Mike? You think I'm going to be the one that strikes you when you least suspect it? Because I am. You might even think you're already dead. Life. There's no reason to be anxious, Mike. Don't try to logic me. It's not how it's not how it works. Hey, man. You know, the more you let logic into your life, the better life feels. Living on emotions is exhausting. Brighten up the pumpkin. Brighten it up the pumpkin. Yeah, boy. Why be ruled by emotions, Mike? Here's a real easy way to paint fire. Paint something white. Where do we go from here? And then you take a fluorescent yellow and you put it on top of it, and you'll get fire. I have nothing but logical except for anxiety, which doesn't follow the rules and is stupid, weird chemical imbalance my brain can't control. Let's go. I think they have brain pills for that kind of stuff, Mike. What about like eating chocolate? Are you logical about that? Or chicken. I don't like. You don't like chocolate. That's fair. I'm not a huge fan of it myself. I don't just like eat it. It's got to be like in a drink or something. What about Zaxby's chicken though? What would you do for a Klondike bar? I don't think I've had Zaxby's. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Zaxby's is the Raising Cane's of where I'm from. All right, fine. How do you feel about Raising Cane's? I'm dumb. Sorry. Reverting back to my Floridianness. Every time we go to a Raising Cane's, I'm like, it's just like Zaxby's. There was one real close to UCF, back in the old stomping grounds. It's good, but not unreasonable. Yeah! I agree. it's a good post nerd food chicken, I guess. Machine. All right, Mike. How's this one? I'm gonna brighten up the gloves a little bit. Redo it. Blech! Blech! I can't do that. Kara would get very grumpy at me. Let me see it closer. Yeah. Hold on. Let me sharpen up a couple things. I'm gonna sharpen up that yellow. Actually, I just, for some reason, my brain just saw that. Bobby doing a cockroach. Do the cockroach, yeah. Doing the cockroach, yeah. Mike's judgment. I've really brightened up the jumpsuit. The eyes, nose, want the inside to be orange or black like the mouth. I don't think the inside's, well, technically supposed to be black. She probably just didn't get as much in there. I will make it darker though, like a darker brown. That's a good spot, though. No, not a Scrag Brown. Scrag Brown's not dark enough. This is Rhinox. I tried Scrag Brown before, and you said it didn't look dark enough. So it was a Scrag job, and now you told me it's not good enough. You're out of the Scrag Brown club. Sorry, man. I don't write the rules. Okay, that works. Alright, there you go. Anything else? And I'll keep making this darker. Actually, you know what? I will mix a little bit of that black in there though. Make it real dark. Alright, anything else? I'm sorry, as an apology, I'll let you drink a drag brown paint pot. I appreciate that, man. I think I will just bring a used pot of Scrag Brown as a prize for all the events that I do in the future. just an empty pot of Scrag Brown. Or a very nearly empty pot of Scrag Brown. That's good. That's good. Okay. I got 6 minutes. Alright, well, all that's left are these two. So it's the Zomboni and the Ghostbuster. Let's start working on the Zomboni. We'll do the same thing that we did for the skin on the ghoul. We're going to make it like a dark purple. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably finish the skin, and then we'll probably be done. Because I do got to go to work tomorrow, otherwise I probably would just finish them. But that's why we have 2 days. Oh, also, in the future, the Mondays might not be hobby. We might be doing a live play RPG on that day, because the Malifaux group that I have for the RPG, for the live play that we've been doing, has been needing a new day. So we might actually be switching it to Mondays for a little while. Oh, you could definitely still heckle, yes. Nothing changes other than what we're talking about. Get ready for the Mia Mersha, the NPC, to come in. Get ready for Mia Mercer. Mia Mersha, the NPC. Mia Mersha, what is that? Oh, as in breaking character. Got it. Well, you know, their grasp of characters not really good to be good in the first place, so, you know, it'll be fine. Which, the second episode of the RPG should be coming out tomorrow. I'm actually going to finish editing it right after this, and then I'll probably put it up right before I go to bed, while I'm drinking my tea. When are you gonna run a Cyberpunk game, Mike? I usually don't use so much white. Man, I'm gonna white using machine! I have almost finished my own quick guide. I have a few ideas for a campaign I want to flesh out, so it's going to be a bit. I like to have pro-generate a lot of stuff I can always reach into. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Have some background characters and adventures you can always just kind of have people run off on. What timeline would it be? Or what time era would it be? Would it be Time of the Red? Cyberpunk. Red, yeah, Time of the Red. Did you see the new releases for Combat Zone? They released the 6th Street guys. You got the source book for that. Source book for what? I know Red, but like something specific? Yeah, source book for Red, not 2020 or 2077. I actually don't know if there is a source book for 2077. I mean, a lot of it's just like narrative storytelling, right? I mean, you could technically put it wherever you want. I mean, if you played the video game, you could probably do 2077. But Time of the Red has got a lot of interesting stuff in it. There you go. The little zombie boy is coming along. I'm going to sharpen up the candles a little bit while I'm here. Yeah, red is good enough for now. Hacking isn't like the show or game, which slows people down if they thought they were going to be using this hacking machine. That's actually a good point. Because everything hasn't gone wireless yet, has it? I think the little zombie boy that could is definitely coming along. Yeah. And if I don't force myself to stop, I never will. I do have to do some editing, though, so I do got to make sure I get off. So, guys. Yeah, you still got to plug in for that one. Which must be interesting because of all the fact that the infrastructure is probably still, like, getting repaired. Stop! Stop it! But to put it into perspective, we got a lot of work done. What I will probably do, just as a proof of concept, I will put some of this Pro Acryl brown coarse earth on the bases for some of them to show you guys tomorrow, and then we'll even base one, and you'll get a good idea of what it's going to look like when they're all done. And then, of course, you'll see them. See you later, adios, and happy birthday, Wilmar. Man, I always forget it's his birthday. But I think we did a pretty good job. A lot of these look pretty good. I'd be pretty happy to get this as a prize. Not really, because I don't like getting models that are already painted, but there's a lot of people out there who don't like to paint as much as me. This one I think came out really well. The kid. He's just a boy. He's just a boy. I actually really like how the mummy turned out. You don't look too good. You look like you're kind of sick. Mr. Froggy on his way to Innsmouth to get some candy. Creepy well girl. The Headless Horseman. And the Mothman. Not too shabby. Well, guys, really thank you for hanging out with me. We cannot do this without you guys. That is more and more apparent every single time I get on this thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll return to Infinity pretty soon. If we don't go back to it tomorrow, we definitely will by next week. And Monday might turn into an RPG night. So that's kind of cool. It probably won't be every Monday, but it will be every once in a while, for sure. So if you guys have anything you want to tell me, you can always reach out to me at furypainting@gmail.com. Or you can message me at drdr.d on Discord if you have any suggestions or anything like that. Always just tons of stuff to paint. If there's anything you would like to see me... That's email. If you ever need help with painting or anything like that, you can always reach out to me. I'm always more than willing to help. Mike's a hoot. And make sure you check out our Patreon. We got lots of stuff on there. Lots of RPG stuff. Japapa. We got Bess, which is Beards, Eared Skulls, the best old world podcast on the internet. We got Arachne. We got all kinds of stuff under the Arachne umbrella. I paint models for Mike, if you want to see that. It's starting to dry. I'm probably gonna put some sludge on it, and maybe you want the sword to be shiny, like it's supposed to be like a power sword, Mr. Mike. Sorry, you want me to gloss varnish this thing? Nah, no reason. Okay, no reason to shine it up. Okay, so hope you guys have a lovely night, and I'll be here tomorrow. So a little bit later than usual just because of work. So I might not get here until 8. Nothing new with the kids. It's all just rusted metal they just find laying around. Bye! Bye, guys. Happy birthday, Wilmar.
We can get her back, though.
According to Greek mythology, Tim is a 16-year-old with wings made of wax. What a nerd.
All right.
Of this brush, and I'm just gonna feather the feet a little bit, just to give it like a little bit of a brown hue to it, because he's been running around in mud. Because she's a good girl. I just realized I should have clipped that whole spot. I should have clipped that whole spot. If you click, I think if you hit clips, you can go back.
You fools probably use crosswalks properly. You will never make it to my house before you freeze to death. Did they end up...
According to
I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. That's one of my favorites. The player wants to use a team reroll. Okay. Unchanneled Fury. Why can't I throw to this dude? I forgot to pick up the ball.
Oh, so good.
So, before I pop off, why don't we ask one of the new trivia questions?
Yeah. No, we'll do one right now. We got a bunch of people here ready to get your fingers ready or thumbs ready to type in your answer. First one to get it correct will